what's going on today? I guess there was no surprise about this. With the debate about masks, wearing them in public, do they work? How's about a full-on altercation on the bus? This one actually got physical, that's nuts. You can see here, like this person posted a video saying, fight breaks out on Surrey 312 bus route over a mask while my buddy was on his way to work. Great way to act. Look at this, they literally went on to like a full-on fight just over like wearing a mask. From what you can see in the video, one guy is just sitting down and he just gets beaten up by the other guy. At first I was confused, like who's the one that's not basically wearing the mask? Because if you look in the video, ironically both of them aren't wearing it. So I can only go by what the lady wrote here in terms of what happened. It says the brown guy refused a brand new mask in the package, whole bus had on, he wouldn't. Started saying his religion and stuff. My buddy said there was blood everywhere. He said, buddy said, it's guys like you who are gonna make me take this virus home to my kids. Nice guy was getting beat. So this is correct. Essentially, the guy walked in, didn't want to wear a mask. People offered it to him. He said basically religious reason. And someone made an extra comment saying it's because of people like you. That kind of comment that probably drove him off the edge to then attack him. A full-on altercation though, over a little mask. It makes you wonder, would you actually step in and make those extra comments to try to, I suppose, peer pressure like the person to do it if for whatever reason they really don't want to? For myself, since the information is so mixed depending on what source that you're relying upon, based on everything I read and putting the pieces together, essentially it's try to avoid other people. If someone's not wearing a mask, maybe there's a reason they're not wearing it for health reasons, for example, and I'll let them be. You do what you can to protect yourself. You don't need to go to that extreme, like in a kind of mob mentality type of fashion, because the bottom line is not everybody knows exactly 100% what's going on. A lot of it is basically doctors arguing back and forth, like this works, that doesn't, so you have to be open-minded as well. My personal interpretation of the situation based on everything I read from both sides, it's kind of like saying you're wearing a body armor with a bunch of holes in it. That's essentially what a lot of these masks are, like the types of masks that people are wearing. But knowing that if you were to walk somewhere within the line of fire, bullets flying everywhere, would you still walk in there with this body armor with holes in it? I think most people would say, well, yeah. I mean, it might not be 100%, but it'll still protect you with something, correct? I think that is the logic with the mask. At the same time, why would you get into the line of fire in the first place? Like, if it was me, I'd get out of the way completely. That's the logic where they're saying, like, in terms of like outdoors, there's very minimal risk or keeping your distance and stuff like that. That is actually more important. Like, get out of the line of fire, period. Like, that doesn't protect you 100%, like wearing those types of masks that most people are wearing right now. I'm starting to think health officials should just give people raw information, what actually works and what doesn't during specific situations, because this reminds me of any other topic or industry. I'll use like drones as an example. You wonder why there's drone haters, people beating other people up thinking they're spying on them. It's because of this, like the type of information you're getting. In terms of topics of general fear, this one's actually interesting. It says, in video, Kamloops residents spot creepy drone watching their home at night. A Kamloops couple is feeling unnerved today after spotting an unidentified drone spying on their home late at night. At 11:30 Friday night, West Side resident Ryan Frank noticed something odd flying outside his front window and realized it was a drone. It was next to the car looking in the window and then hovered right in front of me, he said. He also added saying it came so close to the window at one point it cut the strings on 2 hanging hummingbird feeders. He said that the drone was in front of the home for just under 5 minutes. I threw a beer at it at some point, but I missed, he said. After a while, he said, it just left on its own. So they did post a security video, and while I was watching it, I was thinking, is that really a drone? That's pretty thin, isn't it? If that was indeed a drone, maybe someone else can look at it and evaluate it. I can't identify it personally if it is a drone. But the interesting thing is the comment I was reading on the video. Like this guy says, that's a spider web, buddy. I get them all the time. Reflects the infrared light from the cameras as the web moves in the wind. Whether that's true, I don't know, but the guy did mention it cut his bird feeder, so to speak. That's what he claimed. But it does make me wonder here, is that a situation where official sources basically scare the daylights out of people every time, saying, it's a drone, something flying in the air, it's spying on you. So automatically, when people see something like this, they'll assume it's a drone. So would that be a case where this isn't a drone and it's all, again, psychological? Like that would be my concern here. All right, see you guys later.